I'll tell you something else. Joe Mixon still looks pretty damn good out
He
there
looks
on the field
he looks he
to
looks
me.
real explosive. He looks real
He
explosive.
pisses everybody off when he gets touchdowns, runs. You see his stats,
He's
120 a
He don't
game.
piss me off because I was one of the individuals that, and people watch a lot of football to still know very little about it, and that's what pisses me off because for the last few years you had diehard Bengals fans, and I'm gonna mention one by name, even though I usually don't like doing this on here. Somebody we went to school with, Big John Anthony Anderson, that even has his own Bengals podcast that he does. That was one of those people. Doesn't he look like he's tiptoeing and da 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 da? And I'm like, what the hell are you watching? No. At no point in time did I ever look at Joe Mixon during his tenure here and say he was the problem. And I don't understand how people started with that as their thesis and where they would start to begin with the Bengals' problems over the past years. Because the only thing that separated us from the rest of the teams in the AFC chasing the Kansas City Chiefs was the fact that we had a premier running back that was better than the rest of those groups that were trying that whole
Yeah.
running back by committee stuff. I almost cussed that to me is garbage, and only a few teams can do that. If you have a Patrick Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers or somebody like that, they can do that. And again, that's few and far in between. You talking about
And he was a blocking
top
running back. He was a
1%.
blocking running back.
He wasn't the greatest at pass protection, but he wasn't horrible neither. I just know that from a strictly running back standpoint, I know that he still had it. Hell, he averaged over 4 yards per carry in the Super Bowl, and Zach Taylor chose to put Samaje Perine in there in several short yardage situations on 3rd and 4th and 1, only to get stuffed because, as I said many times when people were on his bandwagon here, he had no hits or lateral movement whatsoever, made Rudy Johnson look like Barry Sanders, and he got stuffed more often than not, other than that one screen pass that he caught against the Kansas City Chiefs that by design was wide open in the AFC Championship, and he didn't get touched at all as he ran downfield, which any NFL running back should be able to do. But that just excited people so much because he made 1 or 2 plays during his time here and had nothing really to do with his actual skill as much as it did scheme. So yes, I'm going off right now because this is stupid, and this is the type of stuff that happens here in Cincinnati and makes certain players not want to sign here because the fans get on these tangents and go off on stuff that don't even make sense, and they're not as well, knowledgeable as some other fan bases. So to sit up here and run Joe Mixon out the door like they did and make it easier for the front office to say, hey, well, we can go on and do that because you see public opinion isn't, high on him right now anyway. So let's go on and get rid of him and let's try to get by with Chase Brown and Zach Moss, who together can't carry Joe Mixon's jock strap. It's stupid.